Hello people, what is up? I am sitting on my phone right now. I started filming before I'm ready to film, so we're just gonna have to wait a second. But hello, what is up? Today I am doing a video where I don't know how it's gonna work because I thought about this video, but I haven't really looked at, how it's gonna work until, I am right now. So we're gonna find out if this is even gonna be a thing. If you're seeing this, then clearly there was enough. But if you're not seeing this, well then there wasn't enough. Basically, hello, what is up? I am here going to be answering, I am a human. What do you mean verify you're human? But I'm gonna be answering Ask FM questions. Basically, I have had my Ask FM in the link of my description for years now. And I haven't really ever gone on it, but I noticed I got an email recently because normally I just go through my emails and delete them. But I noticed I got an email recently and I read it from Ask FM, and it said that, how do we even work this thing? It said that I got new questions. So I thought I would go in here. Oh my god, I have a lot of questions. We're gonna be answering my Ask FM questions from 2016. Let's answer these questions. I see one that isn't in English. 2. I'm not gonna be answering those questions. So we're gonna start from the one from a long time ago. And it says, how old are you? So I don't know when this question was asked, but as of right now, I'm 21 years old. I turned 22 in November. Birthday's November 18th. I was born in 98. I'm a 90s baby, but barely. I'm a year and a month, 13 months kind of shy of being a 2000s kid. So I'm freaking happy. I was born 13 months before the 2000s. I don't know. It doesn't even matter, but I'm 21. The next one is, do you think puppies or kittens are cuter? Ooh, that is a tough one because kittens have really big eyes sometimes and are really cute, but puppies have really big ears and feet and fall over their ears sometimes. So I don't know. People have asked me if I'm a dog or a cat person, and honestly I've had both my entire life. I had a cat before I was even born, and then I got a dog when I was in grade 1, and then so I had both, and then my cat passed away, and then I got a new cat, and then my cat passed away again because she had cancer. It's really sad. And I got a new cat, and then my dog passed away, and I got a new dog. So I have had 2 dogs, Rory and Lucky, and I've had 3 cats, Jasmine, Boo, and now I have Bill. So I like them both. Somebody asked, what's on your, oh, that's not it. If you could choose a different time period and place to be born, where would it be and when? I would think it'd be really, really cool to live in the 90s. But be I guess when you want to be born. I don't know when I'd be born then. I'd probably want to be born in the 80s. So then in the 90s I could be a teenager. I think it would be super cool to in 95 be in middle of high school, grade 10 kind of thing. Grade 11, which isn't that far off, I know. But I think it'd be really cool just to be a senior and in that time frame, 92 maybe kind of thing. I don't know. I think that would be fun. Where else? Where would I want to live? I like living in Canada. It'd be cool to experience the States, because I know the US is a lot different than Canada with their school system, and schools are much bigger and they're a lot different, but I think it would be really cool just to be a California high school student in the 90s. I know it's not that far off, but I think it would be cool. Somebody asked, what's on your mind? Cookies, because I'm looking at a bag of cookies right now. The fact that it's 7:12 p.m. and I need to go get ready for practice and be leaving my house in 45 minutes, and I'm still wearing this. I wore this in the last video I just filmed 2 minutes ago. So that's kind of what's on my mind right now. This one says, you have an, oh no, what am I saying? What is your greatest success in life? What is my greatest success in life? Honestly, I'm really freaking proud, and I feel I'm not allowed to talk about this online because I feel any single YouTuber that talks about AdSense is can't say how much I make. And I'm not gonna say how much I make because I don't really know. It definitely depends on if a video does well or not, how much I post. Now that I'm posting twice a week, I am making a little bit more just because I'm posting double the amount of content. But I do get a paycheck every couple months. I get about 2 or 3 months I tend to get a paycheck from AdSense, and that's really freaking exciting for me. But the thing that I was most excited about success-wise was the fact that my entire playlist live trip that I went to in Florida in February, I was able to pay with my AdSense money. I mean, I had already spent that money because I had a student loan that I had to pay off, so I was constantly putting it into my savings account to pay off my loan. But if you look back at all the money I've made over the last couple years and so, I was actually able to make enough money to cover the cost of my trip. So although the money directly didn't go towards it, in a grand scheme of things, the extra money I earned from AdSense was able to pay for my trip. And so that made me really happy, and that's all thanks to you guys. So thank you for that. That really, really means a lot. Somebody said, if you could turn back time, would you do it? And why? It depends. There's certain times in my life that I would definitely like to relive. There's times that I was spending time with people and friends and family that I would love to go and spend a little bit more time with them. There's also things that I would love to go back and kind of change. Certain things I said or did or didn't say or do that I would love to go back and change. Like, simply as my camera breaking. I let my camera sit on the edge of a freaking wishing well at Disney World and it broke because it fell off and hit the ground. And like things like that where it's like, oh, I love if I could go back and, you know, get my friend that was standing there to hold it, or put it, you know, closer in on the well or whatever it might be, and kind of figure it out like that. But you can't necessarily go back in time and change stuff. So, you know, it sucks to like have to go through certain things, but like at the end of the day, it's still like a learning experience. And so my life wouldn't be the way it is if it wasn't for the things that happened. So yes and no, kind of, I don't know. That's a tricky one. What's your main rule in life? Be yourself and be honest, because there was a time period where it's not that I wasn't honest, because I was honest, but I wasn't fully showing who I was, if that makes sense. In a way, I was only lying to myself because I wasn't really being authentically myself, and that was strictly because I was bullied throughout high school and throughout elementary school especially, and it was just, I had some tough times growing up, and it was just to do with people in general not accepting me for who I was, and who I was showing them who I was wasn't even the whole aspect of myself, but the little bits of myself that I showed them definitely got torn down quite easily, and they did it in a way that it was my friends making fun of me and teasing me opposed to trying to be, you know, bullies or whatever, but it really did hurt, and I didn't tell anybody that it hurt except for my mom when I would come home from school crying and almost dropped out of school at the age of 10 because I was so devastated by the way my life was going. I feel like the biggest thing now is just to be honest with who you are and to be honest with myself, and if I need a mental health day or if I need some time to myself, I have to kind of give myself that, and I learned that the hard way. And yeah, so I feel like that's one of the biggest things in life now, is just to be honest to myself of what's going on in here and what's going on in here, and just allowing that to kind of dictate what I say and do sometimes, because there was a time period where I didn't, and it didn't go so well. So it says, what song can you listen to constantly and never get bored? I don't know. There's some songs that I really, really like. I really like 8 Letters by Why Don't We? Freaking love that song. It just like depends on what mood I'm in. I really have been listening to Good News by Classified recently because it's such an lifting song. It just like depends on what kind of mood I'm in. But songs that I can never, like SOS by the Jonas Brothers and Year 3000 and just like some Jonas Brothers songs are just classics, and I never get tired of those. What do you want these days? Happiness. I want to have my friends around me healthy and happy, and I want to make some memories. And genuinely right now, I'm 21 years old. All I want is to have fun. I am done college. I haven't graduated yet or applied to graduate, but I just want to make memories and have fun while I can, because I'm going to be working for the rest of my life. I'm going to be saving for the rest of my life and paying bills for the rest of my life. So the fact that I'm 21 years old now, I don't have a lot of bills, I don't have a lot of commitments to things except for sports, which I choose to cheer, I choose to be a cheerleader, I choose to be on a competitive cheer team. It's something I enjoy doing. And it does take up my time and makes it so I can't necessarily do a lot of things, but it's something I enjoy, and I want to do things that I enjoy and make me happy, because like I said, I'll be tied down to bills and mortgages and stuff for the rest of my life, that I just want to enjoy the time I have while I'm young, because time flies by so fast. I just want to have fun and be happy and be genuinely happy and content with where I am. And I want to go to more concerts, like that's all I want. This person said, can you tell me one thing that nobody knows about you? It's not really something nobody knows about me, because like my friends and stuff do, but I got this question quite a lot on my recent video, which I mean, by the time you guys see this, it won't be my most recent video, but I posted a story time talking about Why Don't We and how I went to go see them in concert, and my parents didn't know I went to the concerts, and I snuck to a different country, and blah 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 blah. I'll have the story time link down below, but basically, my parents know I do YouTube, and they know I make money from YouTube every once in a while. Like I get AdSense checks and they're like, oh, what's this money from? Because my mom does have access to my bank account, so obviously she knows somewhat. But they don't know a lot of, like, they don't know the content I post. They don't know anything. They know I've posted Why Don't We content on another channel, because I said I posted like unreleased songs and like stuff like that. But as for my channel myself, they do know I post stuff, they just don't know what I post, and thank God, because they don't know the shows I went to, so there's that. Sometimes I do wish they knew, and it's not like I don't want to tell them, and I think deep down they do know certain things, but like, I don't want to talk about it just simply because I feel like they would watch them, and I don't want my parents to watch my videos just simply because I like to be 100% honest with you guys and tell you guys everything that's going on, and I don't necessarily want my parents to know everything that's going on in my life. I'm 21 years old, and there has to be some sort of privacy aspect there, and you know, it just makes my life a lot easier to be able to be completely honest with you guys and not have to worry about if I swear or something my parents are going to see, because like at the end of the day they don't really care, but at the same time I have that almost respect for them, that I don't like swearing in front of them. I don't like them hearing me swear. I don't like hearing them, you know, see, like letting them, what am I saying? There's just things I like to keep to myself and to my friends and to that privacy aspect. So my parents know I do YouTube, but they don't know what kind of content I post. I mean, it isn't really that's not deep. But yeah. What is the important thing that you will do anyway? What is the important thing that you will do anything? This question doesn't make any sense. What is the important thing that you will do anything? I'm guessing it's asking me what is the most, like, what's something that you would do anything for. I don't know if there's anything I would do anything for. There are things that I would definitely not want to do, but I would do for my friends and my family. But it all kind of becomes in moderation, because like as much as I love my friends and I love my family, I have definitely become, you know, come to the realization that you have to put yourself first, and if you aren't good in here and you aren't good in here, you can't be good out there. So until you deal with yourself, you can't really deal with other people. And so as much as I'm like, I will do anything for my friends and do anything for my family, which at the end of the day is kind of true, I also have to make sure I do anything for myself to make sure I'm okay. And I have to do that. And that's not being selfish, it's just being responsible and caring for myself, which is something that I feel like a lot of people struggle with doing. And I'm trying really hard to focus on my own mental health, my own well-being, and love myself, because if you don't love yourself, it's hard to love other people. But I really do like to go to concerts, so like you want me to do something that I don't necessarily want to do, I might just do it if it gets me a free concert ticket. That could be taken really the wrong way. Don't worry, I'm a good person. I'm PG-13. We're all good. What are you interested in that most people aren't? Social media, I feel like, is something that a lot of people aren't necessarily interested in. That, like, they're on it and they, like, see stuff, but they aren't interested in, like, pursuing it. But I guess I am, so I guess it makes sense. But I feel like a lot of people are, but they just don't try. I don't know. I like cheer. I like softball. I like churros. I don't know, man. What is your favorite movie? I don't know what my favorite movie is. So I'm gonna skip this question because this one stresses me out because I literally don't know. This one says, if you can go back in time and give yourself a piece of advice to your younger self, what would it be? To be yourself and just stop letting people tear you down and stop letting people dictate your life and just stop letting people affect your mental health, because I let people affect me way too much growing up, way too much. I let bullies kind of dictate who I was and what I would do and what I would say, and it's just like, why? Like, I can be myself, I can, you know, do what I want to do, say what I want to say, love who I want to love, support who I want to support, and, you know, it's my life. And guess what? All the people that said those horrible, horrible things to me that I thought were my friends, my best friends, my bridesmaids at my wedding one day, guess how many of them I'm friends with now? Not a single one, because toxic people will continue to be toxic. And yes, people do change, but once you have that toxic aspect of them in your life, it's hard to change that. And so yes, sometimes people change, and yes, sometimes people can change for the better, but the sooner you cut those people off and the sooner you start appreciating yourself, the better it will be. Somebody asked, do you talk to yourself? All the freaking time. I am, you know, I'm a small YouTuber, but like, I'm a YouTuber. I talk to myself right now. I'm talking to a freaking camera. There's nobody in here except my dog, which I do talk to my dog all the time, but I'm literally talking to myself. I'm literally staring at myself in my viewfinder. I'm not even staring at you guys. I'm staring at myself in the viewfinder and talking to myself. That's what I do. That's what I would love to do for a living, is to talk to myself. So yeah, that answers that question. Ooh, somebody gave me a shout out. Somebody asked for a selfie. You're not getting a selfie. This doesn't make any sense. Remember when you celebrate as if, don't get all up in your head and try and be reasonable. What? I don't know what that means, so I'm gonna skip that question. But Crystal, I don't know what you're saying. What movie can you quote word for word? High School Musical. Share something wise. Be yourself. I don't know. What crazy activities do you dream of trying someday? I would love to go skydiving. I know this is super unrealistic, but it's a crazy activity that I would dream of doing one day, is to have a freaking meet and greet. I mean, I met some of you guys at the Why Don't We shows last summer, and it was actually the time of my life. I met a few of you guys and you asked for pictures, and I wanted to cry. I was so freaking happy, and a few of you guys sent me the pictures and tagged me in them on Instagram, and it literally made my entire goddamn life. You have no idea how happy it made me. Just like the simple saying like, oh hi, like Jessica, or like, oh, you do YouTube, don't you? Just like made my freaking day. There's not a lot of us here. Like right now there's like 4,000 and something, 4.3 thousand, like, I don't know. There's not a lot of us. But it just makes me so happy that like there's some of us, and the fact that like I started off and I remember getting 50 subscribers and I was so happy. I have a screenshot on my phone still, but I was so freaking ecstatic. I remember texting all my friends and being like, well, not all my friends, but 2 of my friends that knew, Summer and Natasha, I texted them and I told them about it because I was so ecstatic that I finally hit 50 subscribers, and like it just made me so happy. And now to sit here today and like think of, I have like over 4,000 of you, which is absolutely insane to think that the first time I saw Why Don't We in concert, which I know all you guys know Why Don't We, the first time I saw them in concert, there was 420 people in the venue. The fact that I could fill that venue with my subscribers like 10.23 times, the fact that I can fill that venue 10 times, like, that freaking blows my mind, man. Like, that makes me so happy. This one says, what's your YouTube about? I mean, it's about me. I like my channel, I classified as a physical thing of my life. I like to post vlogs, I like to post tips and tricks of things that I've experienced and been through. It's me. It's me. I like to talk about concerts, I like to react to stuff. It's definitely to do with pop culture. Wow. Pop. Oh my god. Pop. It's to do with pop culture a lot. Why was it so hard for me to say? And I don't know. Just my life sort of thing. I post things to do with what I do. If it's to do with, you know, cheer or concerts or reactions, whatever it is, it's the things I'm interested in. Somebody says, can we be friends? Yes, we can be friends. I can always use some more friends. If you dye your hair any color, what would it be? And have you ever read fan fictions? I want to dye my hair purple. I think it would be really, really fun because I'm young and I can do it while I'm young, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know if I'm going to, because I am, like I said before, I'm kind of a more shy person, and I feel like it's just something that it'll draw too much attention to me, and I don't know if I can handle that. And then fan fictions. I used to actually write fan fictions. I actually only ever wrote one, the Justin Bieber fan fiction, and I'm thinking about reading it one day as a story, like read the story, do like a series on my channel of like me reading my fan fiction from like 2012. So we will see. Maybe we'll do that one day. If you want to see the fan fiction I wrote back in the day, let me know. But yes, I definitely read them. And then the last question is, what filter did you use on your profile picture? I typically don't use filters on my profile pictures. On Twitter I don't have one, on YouTube I don't have one. Do I have even a profile picture on this Ask FM? I don't even have a profile picture, so none. That's just the picture I have, I guess. But yeah, this was fun. I don't understand how this works very well. I have 3 coins in my wallet. I don't know what that means. Can I get the money in my bank account is the better question. But that was my Ask FM questions from like August 28th, 2015, back to school versus rest of the year. Advice for freshmen. Let's revise this video. Oh my god, why did I look like this? No wonder why I was single. I look like a toe. So I have been putting my Ask FM in the description of my videos since August 25th, 2015. So these are my Ask FM questions from the last 5 years. There's probably more on here. I don't really know how it works. It's not letting me go to the next page. It's being all weird. This is how I started to film my video. I just want to say, I used a freaking doll because I looked ugly, I said. So I did that. I need to go, I don't want to private these though, because I like to look back at them sometimes, and I know other people like to look back at old videos because I do. So I like to look back at like Gen X Pen's like first video and be like, oh my god, the glow up. But anyways, I gotta leave for practice in 20 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed my Ask FM questions from the last 5 years. My 2015, me answering those would have been completely different, so I'm glad I answered them now. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. If you have any video suggestions, I could definitely always use those. And with that being said, if you wanted to check out any of the links in my description, feel free to do so. I have Twitter, Instagram, and my Ask FM, so, you know, if you want to ask me questions on there, feel free to do so, and I might do a part 2 of this video with updated questions of, you know, I don't know. Feel free to do that. They're like in all of the links in my description for the last 5 years, so feel free to go on there and ask away any questions you feel like, and maybe I'll revise them, go back, and I don't know what I'm saying. I gotta leave in 20 minutes. I haven't eaten dinner. I'm so behind schedule because I keep talking to you guys, so I'm gonna head out now. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for answering questions for those of you who did. No, I'm not answering. asking. I'm gonna head out now. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and turn on those post notifications because it would definitely mean a lot. I'm really trying to hit 5K, so it would really get me one step closer, and I would greatly appreciate that. So anyways, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later. Peace.